Insights for the 1 Degree Outside Weather Network meteorologist Danielle Noyes here. This will take you through the weekend and isolated storms possible on Friday. Many of us will stay dry. Saturday, stunner, sunshine, low humidity, seasonable temperatures. Another round of rain is likely Sunday evening and night as the next disturbance moves through. And the tropics have become more active. We'll talk about that as well. Let's start with Friday. Gorgeous end to the week. Sunshine out of the gate. Cool temperatures running in the 50s and 60s. Still a little bit of humidity along the south coast to Cape Cod, where we'll start in the 60s to lower 70s. The morning is dry, no weather-related issues. Even by lunch hour, a couple of building clouds in the sky across far northern New England. Notice by about 1 o'clock, a couple storms start to pop, perhaps in southern Vermont and then in southern New England, but there's not a ton of green here on the map. There's just some upper-level energy that still needs to swing through. So I can't rule out a stray shower or an isolated thunderstorm, but it's not going to be that impactful here. A quick downpour is possible in a few spots. Generally like the 1 to 5 p.m. time frame, and then the evening pretty quiet too, cooling off too with the dry air coming in. Almost a fallish air mass coming in for Friday, Saturday, and then Saturday night as well with high pressure building in. So Saturday looks amazing across the board. Dry weather anticipated, low humidity, highs in the 70s and 80s. Sunday morning, we start quiet. That high slips off the coastline, so the air around it blows in a clockwise direction. We get a return flow, the wind out of the south. So I do think the humidity is going to increase on Sunday. Not overly sticky or anything, but later in the day, you'll notice it's a little more humid as that wind again turns out of the south. Morning's dry, even midday. Clouds will increase, and here comes the next disturbance. So I think by Sunday afternoon and evening, western New England may get into a chance of a shower or downpour, but a lot of us, it's the evening and the overnight from west to east, some showers, some downpours, some pockets of rain. It's pretty progressive, though. It keeps moving. So by Monday morning, the front's offshore. We may get a lingering shower, particularly in northern New England, a passing shower through the interior, but there'll be some breaks of sun that come out as well during the day on Monday. So the steadiest and heaviest rain, either side of about a half an inch to perhaps an inch, depending on how it all kind of comes together here, is generally through the overnight on Sunday night. So on the water, it's generally quiet on Friday. The south coast may have a moderate risk of rip currents, outer Cape to the south coast, 1 to 2 foot seas, offshore actions pretty quiet as well. Same for Saturday, 1 foot seas pretty much up and down the coastline, some 2-footers from the south coast back over to the south coast of the Vineyard in Nantucket. And then later on Sunday, the seas will start to build just a little bit. So Sunday, it's 1 to 3 feet. And then briefly, we go to some 4 to 5 foot seas Sunday night into Monday. Offshore, with that area of low pressure going by, it's some 5 to 6 footers, even some 7-foot wave action from the Great South Channel back out north and east of that. High temperatures on Friday, 70s to lower 80s. For August, this is a pretty normal day. The humidity will be dropping. There'll be some warmer readings across the lower Connecticut River Valley. Comfortable for sleeping overnight, actually upper 40s in the coolest spots of northern New England. Widespread 50s on the map all the way back down into southern New England, with maybe the exception of the south coast to Cape Cod, where we'll be in the 60s. Same for the city of Boston, but nice, comfortable air in place. The dry air cools quickly, but also warms quickly. So we're back into the 70s to lower 80s on Saturday. Some building clouds, very low risk of an isolated shower through far western New England. Saturday night, once again in the 50s in many areas, a little bit cooler in spots compared to Friday night. More 40s showing up in the far north country as well, Northeast Kingdom, northern New Hampshire as well, with mainly clear skies. And then Sunday, clouds increase, either side of about 80 degrees as well. The wind shifting out of the south about 5 to 15 miles per hour. Monday, that storm center goes by, so it's more of an onshore wind out of the northeast. But once again, pretty seasonable, upper 70s, lower 80s, clouds part for breaks of sunshine and a few lingering showers. Otherwise, tropical satellite shows a couple different clusters of thunderstorms well out in the central Atlantic. National Hurricane Center watching these closely. As they continue to move westward, this farther west disturbance here is going to end up encountering a little wind shear, but may become a brief tropical depression or storm before it weakens after that. That would become Dolly, the next name on the list, and the one farther east than that we'll keep a close eye on as well as it makes slow westward progress in the days to come. Meantime, more and more of you have been signing up for our membership level, a way to give back and help support our independent mission. We're so grateful for the support. Membership.1degreeoutside.com for the details on what each membership level includes and how to sign up. Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this 1 Degree Outside video.
Get exclusive content, support the mission at membership.onedegreeoutside.com. And don't forget, free and 5 stars on the App Store and Google Play. Search the #1 Degree Outside Weather.